The king can move one square in any direction. Drag your king to capture the star. Nice. Now capture the next star. Keep it up. One more star to go. Good job. Now you know how to move the king. The queen is the most powerful piece. It can move. Exactly. Now move the queen multiple times to capture. Keep it up and capture the last star. Good job. Now that you know how to move the queen, let's learn about the other piece. Time to meet the rook. It can move any number. You got it. Capture the next one. Great job. Capture one last star. Excellent. You're picking this up fast. Next is the bishop. It can move any number of... Use the bishop to capture the star. And the next one... Last one. You're doing great. Amazing. Now that you know how to move the bishop, there are only two more. The knight is the only piece that can jump over other pieces. Try moving your knight to capture the star. Take a few moves to capture the next star. Nicely done. One last knight capture. Well done. Let's keep moving. Last is the pawn. It moves. That's a legal move, but let's practice moving. Great. You start with more pawns. Try moving the pawn 2 squares on its first move. Good. Now you know how pawns can move. Move up and then capture the star. Nice. Move to the end of the board. Looks good. It usually... Capture this pawn en passant by imagining it. Nice capture. En passant is somewhat rare, but it will come in handy eventually. Now that you know how to move your pieces, let's go over some chess basics. Capturing your opponent's pieces is key to gaining an advantage. Here, your queen could capture them. Instead, the other pawn is unprotected. Go ahead and capture the free pawn. Nice. It's always great to capture a piece for free. Choose a pawn to capture. Make sure it isn't protected. That's right. That pawn was... Which piece is safe to capture? Good choice. The queen was unprotected and safe. Which piece should the white knight capture? Exactly. The bishop was... Move your bishop to put the king in check. Good job. The king is in check and would be forced. Only one of your pawns can put the king in check. Which one is it? That's right. Since pawns capture diagonal... Can you get out of check by moving your king? Can you get out of check by capturing the queen? Sweet. By capturing the queen, you've... Can you get out of check by blocking with the rook? You've got it. The 3 ways to get out of check are to... If the king can't get out of check, that's check. Checkmate your opponent's king with your rook. Great job. Their king can't... Can you find checkmate with one of your rooks? That's the winning move. Can you find checkmate? Your queen gets captured. It is not protected. That's not checkmate. Try again. The king can escape check. Exactly. The black king can't capture your queen because your king... Move your king 2 squares at once to the right and see what happens. Castling protects your king in the corner and brings your rook into... You can castle in either direction. Castling requirements include... Your king and rook have never moved. You aren't in check. You won't... However, your king is safe in the other direction. Nice. In general, it's good to castle early in the game to keep your king safe.